All righty, welcome in with a little bit of a mishap last week, but we are here, ladies and gents. Cfh Pre Game Show. Just CFH today. Chandler is taking a little hiatus. He's got a new position at work. He went from the little bit down in the ranks at a golf course, and he is now the assistant pro. So congratulations to Chandler. But we are here on schedule, on time. You know, weekly pregame show. It is what it is. We vibe, we live, we survive. Last week, crazy. Last night, crazy upset. Utah, Cam Rising got hurt on like the third play of the game. You know, it hurts college football's soul to see Cam Rising get hurt after he was just hurt for 3 weeks on a, BS play, like super unlucky. Oh, hold on. There we go. My bad. But Cam Rising, 3 interceptions last night versus Arizona State. Not good. Utah defense let in how many points versus Arizona State last night? They were good in the first half. 27 against Arizona State. Cam Skittlebow. Again. Scattaboo. Sorry. Cam Scattaboo. This man is goated. He had 200 yards on the dot rushing and receiving in total. They even put Jeff Sims in the fucking game. This man completed a pass. You know how hard that is to do with Jeff Sims? Man can barely field a snap. And a good snap, too. Anyway, Utah got upset last night. Shout out to Kenny Dillingham, youngest head coach in the nation. He is a phenomenal head coach. Arizona State has their future in their hands, and it is bright, ladies and gents. It is bright. UNLV did go-go offense things and the go-go Rebels and Brendan Marion Barriota things last night. They played Utah State, who is an absolute dumpster fire. Comes when your head coach is just like gonna make stupid decisions and then get fired. But Malik Williams had 13. He went 13 for 20 last night. 233 passing yards on just 13 completions. That's pretty damn good. 11.7 passing average, 3 passing touchdowns, 14 carries for 65 yards. Was sacked 4 times, but Ricky White, this man is phenomenal. Ricky White had 2 touchdown catches. Both of them were phenomenal. Their running back, James and Thomas, both had over 100 yards rushing. Thomas had 148. James had 105. I mean, they were just operating on all cylinders last night. It was crazy. As they should have been. Now, to the game last night that really shocked people and did not shock me because I had Northwestern plus 11.5 all freaking day. Cash money. Northwestern versus Maryland. Mike Loxley, you are on the hot seat, sir. You are on the hot seat. Maryland is once was like half bright because of Tulia Tagovailoa, who went undrafted. Maryland stinks. They only put up 10 points versus the Northwestern team at home. Friday night game, blackout jerseys. It's a blackout curse. Northwestern put up 37 on you. That's embarrassing. That is embarrassing. Shout out to Northwestern starting quarterback. He had a phenomenal pass in the first half. Beautiful over the shoulder throw. I mean, just put it in the freaking basket. It was beautiful. Me and Sicko's committee were tweeting out at the same time. It was that beautiful. They did not get Hemby going. Hemby only had 43 yards and 14 carries. Let down my prize picks play. Just really disappointing stuff from head to toe. Special teams for Maryland was really ugly. That wraps up the Friday slate. But man, I'll say it again. Maryland, Michael Loxley, you are on the hot seat, sir. Now, today we have a phenomenal slate of games. We got the Red River rivalry. OU, Texas, fighting for that golden cowboy hat at the State Fair. Can't get much better than that. Kirk Herbstreit woke up at the middle of the night in Oregon to do the first half of College Game Day. He's on a jet flying to the State Fair to call that game. We got the Magnolia Bowl. We got Ole Miss playing in Death Valley. Night game in Baton Rouge against LSU. LSU's out missing their top 2 receivers today. That is very, 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 very bad for LSU. What else? We got Georgia Tech playing in UNC. That could have a lot of implications in the ACC. Vanderbilt playing Kentucky after their win versus Alabama. And Vanderbilt is double-digit underdogs to Kentucky a week after they beat Alabama. We have the Sickos away game of the year. Missouri is going to the worst stadium in playing 1-5 UMass. I mean, this UMass stadium is like a tumbleweed open stadium. I mean, this thing, I don't even know how they got Mizzou to agree to travel away to this place. South Carolina is going to Tuscaloosa to play Alabama. A week after South Carolina got pummeled by Ole Miss. Clemson is playing at Wake Forest today at noon. We got Penn State, James Franklin. Shut the hell up about your tiny airport. It's a tiny airport. Go get the airstrip. Go get it expanded so you can have the bigger airplanes there. You've been there for 10 years and you haven't done shit. They're going to LA and they're in LA to play USC. Shout out to Nick Nash at San Jose State. Super fun team to watch. San Jose State's going on the road to play Colorado State. We also got a big one in the Big 12 today. UCF was a preseason team of mine that I had a lot of hope for. And KJ Jefferson, you stink. KJ Jefferson is some hot buns, ladies and gents. KJ Jefferson is playing a team that the UCF Twitter fan base hates very much. They're playing Cincinnati at home today. Hurricane Milton did not cause that game to get canceled, thankfully. Praying for all those, including my family, my father and my grandpa. They are fine. They evacuated, but they have power once again, but they are cleaning up in the state of Florida. So besides that, UCF is playing in Orlando at home against the Cincinnati Bearcats today. A game that did get affected by Hurricane Milton, USF, Tampa got pummeled. We saw Tropicana roof get ripped off of Tropicana Field. Just absolutely nightmare stuff there. That game was scheduled to be at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa Bay, got moved to Camping World Stadium in Orlando. So not too far. Game's still going on. It's a conference game. Memphis is down in Orlando now to take on USF. I'm praying for USF and, everything can get fixed up there. Big one in the Big 12 as well. 3-2 Arizona is going up against a top 15 BYU team. If you told me BYU was 5-0 to start the season, I had them at the bottom of my Big 12 preseason ranking. I counted them out before they even snapped the ball. I mean, I wrote them off, but they ain't write me back. You know what I mean? But BYU and BYU, their quarterback, Mr. Retzliff, they're going up against Arizona today at home. Then we got a big one for Tennessee, a bounce back game versus a team that has dominated them recently in the series in Florida. Now, should this game be close? No. It's at Tennessee. Florida does not win away games. Billy Napier does not win big games. I mean, Tennessee, you lost last week to Arkansas. It's all right. It happens. Vanderbilt beat Alabama last week. You got what you could have asked for, and you did not get completely shamed under the bus by yourself. There was a lot of people there with you. Now it's time to put that last week behind you and go whoop ass versus a very bad Florida team. Fun one in the Mountain West tonight, in the Pac-2. Washington State plays Fresno State. Fresno State's a fun team. They almost beat Michigan to start off the season. Many of y'all remember that. And then we got the big one at 7:30 at College Game Day is in Eugene. Ohio State, the Buckeyes, the number 2 team in the nation, are going to the number 3 team in the nation in Oregon. First year Big Ten showdown. Everybody had this game circled on their calendar before the college football season started, and it has only grown in implications since. So get ready to watch this one. It's going to be fun. 7:30 Eastern time. We'll have that on at the same time as Ole Miss LSU, the Magnolia Bowl in Death Valley. Kind of surprised they didn't leave this one until a little bit later, just because, one, it's in Oregon, so it's way out west, and two, with Ole Miss LSU, is Kirk Herbstreit live on his private jet? That's nuts, bro. I live in the dream. That is freaking nuts. But yeah. And then we got a big one in Morgantown. Number 11, Iowa State. 5-0, Rocco Bet and Iowa State are going into Morgantown to play West Virginia. Should be a pretty decent one. Syracuse is playing at NC State. Syracuse is 4-1 on the cusp of being ranked if they win this game. Minnesota, 3-3 team, beat USC. They're going to 1-4 UCLA. UCLA stinks. That's all I gotta say. Sorry, Blutman. I think you're gonna have to do whatever you listed on your challenge thing this week. I don't know if it's giving somebody a high five or telling somebody that they're better than UCLA, but get ready, prepare yourself. Then the biggest game in the Big 12, and now I've talked about some big games in the Big 12 for the last couple minutes, but 4-1 Colorado. Colorado is 4-1 against all the odds. They are home today versus number 18 Kansas State. If you win this game, Deion Sanders, currently on College Game Day right now, looking at his face on my TV. If Deion and co win this game today, there's going to be a massive amount of new narratives about Deion Sanders. This is a ranked opportunity. This is a top-tier Big 12 game. This will solidify their standings at the top of the Big 12. So, I mean, must-win game for them. And then to cap off the night, 11 o'clock, eat your dessert, save some room. We got Ashton Jeanty. Man. Ashton Genty's going to the island. He's going to Oahu. They're going to go play the Rainbow Warriors. Number 17, Boise State, 4-1. They're going to go run across the ocean and run back to Boise, Idaho. And run the piss out of Ashton Jeanty. So just an awesome way to end off the night with just some super late football. It's on CBS Sports Network. We all get to watch it. I mean, how could you not be more excited than, end of your night with a banger. Phenomenal day of football today. Just another great Saturday on planet Earth. You can't beat it. But you know what you can't beat? You know what you can beat? Las Vegas. Let's get into these bets. All right. Yesterday was a big day. Was up big last night. UNLV hammered the hell out of all of their props. Hit all of their props because they hammered the hell out of Utah State. But let's go look at what today has to offer. Staying away from Missouri. Missouri's 27.5-point favorites, even though they probably do cover that against a shitty UMass team. Just really don't know what to expect. Missouri had a really bad loss. They looked really bad last week against Texas A&M. Speaking of sicko stuff, we got the Sickos Committee game of the week. Ball State, Kent State. Ball State is favored by a field goal on the road. Really not going to touch that one. Now, Clemson, 21-point favorites against Wake Forest. Wake Forest, not very good team. Clemson, noon game, on the road, kind of mellow, mull, dull, gray environment in Winston-Salem. I don't think they're going to be pumped up. I don't think they're going to get caught sleeping today. I don't think they cover 21. I do think they could cover 21, but if, I had to go with my gut, I'm not taking that 21 points. Dude, oh my God. Somebody on ACC Network just said something about baby oil, and he said, I know you got to be careful of that because of Diddy. I'm dead. I'm rewinding that. I'm sorry. I got to record that. I'm sorry. Y'all got to watch me live record this. They don't hold space. All right. Yo. It's almost like guys wearing like baby oil or something like that. They just falling off. I know you gotta be careful with that, okay? But it's true. Watch this defense, man. That's insane. Guys, get them on the ground. That's gonna be the key for Carolina. That's insane. I will be back to the best momentarily. I'm sorry, I have to post that video. That is. Guys are wearing baby oil. I know. Have to be careful of that. No, Diddy. All right, we're back. What I do like today, though, is Army running the hell out of the ball against UAB. Trent Dilfer, his time at UAB is basically up. So, I mean, you just gotta, first half spread. Army 5-0. Army playoff team. Freaking crazy shit, man. I like Army today. UAB has no pulse. Pete Thamel's getting silly string right now on live TV by the Oregon Duck. Yo, Oregon is that. There was somebody in the crowd at Oregon with a pet llama. Like literally a live pet llama. And there was somebody that brought this guy's been around at Oregon for the last couple of years, a bunch of videos. He's got a pet duck. It's pretty fucking cool. He brought that to game day. And this started at like 5 a.m. local time. Oregon is freaking wild. All right. A game that I'm really skeptical on. Bitter ACC rivals. California is playing at Pitt today. Two teams kind of in the same spot. If I had to go with my gut, Pitt's kind of rolling right now. I know Cal kind of had a really, really, really close call last week with Miami. Should have beat them. Whatever you want to say. I like Pitt minus 3.5 today. I hate to say this because I'm a big fan of the Knights, but I love Cincinnati plus 137 today. UCF is a dead team. Their defense sucks. KJ Jefferson sucks. I don't know what to expect out of that team, except for a loss today. Texas money line. I don't think Oklahoma can pull it out today. I like Penn State today. Even though I have that in a couple other of my parlays. Memphis has moved up from a 7 to a 9-point favorite against USF at Camping World Stadium in Orlando today. Don't know if that has any injury indications towards USF, but USF has kind of been struggling as of late. Florida, Tennessee. Tennessee is a 2-touchdown favorite. I think they do cover that. To be honest with you, it shouldn't be close. It's just I'll put in the money line. But I mean, 2 touchdowns should be doable for the Vols today, especially with how angry they should be and how hard they should play coming off of a loss. Ole Miss minus 3.5. I know Ole Miss is not winning Death Valley. LSU is down. Their top 2 wide receivers. Harold Perkins is out for the year. Their star defensive player. He's been out. Their defense not good. Ole Miss's defense okay. LSU does not have a really good running game though. And they're down their top 2 wide receivers. I like Ole Miss today. Ohio State or Oregon today. I'm going to have to go with Oregon at home. I do like Vanderbilt to cover 12 points against Kentucky today. And then Marshall, my team, is to pick them now against Georgia Southern. And then Minnesota is a 3.5-point favorite versus UCLA. And then we got Boise State against Hawaii. That's a 6-leg parlay. Let's add one more for the lucky number 7. I'm going to go with Minnesota. 7-leg parlay. I'll put 25. Let's put 15 on it. 15 to win 232. Done. All right. Those are my picks for today. Quick show today. It's already 11:35. Got a little window before the noon show to get your bets in, but I appreciate all of you. Make sure you like and subscribe and follow me on Twitter at CFP Headlines, and I will be back next week. Peace.